Hello?
Whoa.
Why did it do that? Wait. Where are you, my love? You have disappeared again. Are you kidding me?
What the hell? Why?
We just had this working.
Yeah, I know.
Let's need to go back. There we go. Sorry for the delay, people. I'm trying to get myself situated and get Rev on screen, but he he's here in spirit, obviously.
The day Chantal came back.
The day Chantel came back?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Well,
I'm probably gonna have to adjust this mic so that we don't get reverb from you too. So I gotta figure that out.
there we go. There you are.
Okay. Oh yeah, cool. All
Okay,
right.
I got you.
Inuyasha's in the room now. So
I got me.
M60. Carl Jung is a very amazing psychologist, and you could even call him philosopher in terms of mind. Brilliant.
That's true.
And I found out today a believer. That's awesome. Still wondering why Maynard ain't a Christian yet if he's not. Like, there's so many people he admired that are Christian. So, okay.
Right? Sorry, I'm just
You
trying
like
to...
Karl Marx? I don't see that. I don't.
Karl Marx, huh? So, I've been talking to a lot of moms, and a lot of them have told me stories about their sons hurting them. And I figured since I'm going through it, we should all educate ourselves why our sons hurt us. And it's very interesting, actually, when you look into it. Yeah. If you see any negative comments to my mods, can you please get rid of them? Hi, Holly. How are you?
Zero tolerance policy for the mods. Just
Yeah.
end it.
Yeah. We don't tolerate disrespect here. Thank you. We're trying to all be better people. And, the first step to be a better person is not to tolerate, disrespect. Because no one should be disrespected when they're just trying to educate themselves more
Hi, Lizzie.
on a subject that is actually a very important subject to a lot of women. A lot of women have sons. A lot of women go through this. I gotta fix my camera. It's driving me fucking nuts. Hold on, guys. It's driving me nuts. I hate how it looks right now. I'm like cut off. Can you talk while I do my
I
thing?
don't have anything to say.
Oh, well. Oh, Lord Jesus.
I could say that Maynard James Keenan is a student of Carl Jung, and I just find it funny that there's a lot of fucking atheists out there that believe like certain people are really like enlightened. Yeah, they believe in God. So you should probably be influenced by those people to believe in God. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I could say that.
True.
Because that's on my mind.
Yeah. So, we've watched maybe 10 minutes of this, and it was just like, wow.
Yeah, it's worth putting it on.
It's worth putting it on for women's sake, because let's just be honest. When it comes to our children, we take the brunt of everything for them. Even them trying to escape the mother complex. It's something that men have to go through with their mothers, I guess. It's not like anything, Crystal, I think that's a given. Anyway, so I'm gonna put this on for you guys.
Picture this, a mother who poured her heart into raising her son. Now stands heartbroken.
Wait, the audio isn't put up right. Put the audio on the right thing, Shannon. All right, here you go, guys.
Deeper than any strangers ever could. Why does a son, once so close, turn against the woman who gave him everything? It's a question that tears families apart. And the answer lies in the shadows of the human psyche. Welcome to Jung Psyche Hub, where we uncover the hidden truths of the soul through Carl Jung's timeless wisdom. In this video, we're diving into the bitter truth behind the mother-son bond, a dynamic filled with love, pain, and unconscious conflicts, drawing from Carl Jung's profound insights on the mother complex, shadow, and individuation. We'll reveal 4 psychological secrets that explain why sons hurt their mothers and how this pain can become a path to healing. From the unseen forces driving his behavior to the steps both mother and son can take to rebuild their bond. This journey will change how you see family.
If no one ever taught you how to manage your money, or you're secretly ashamed of where you're at financially,
Oh, yeah,
this is for you.
Fuck, we forgot to get pie for this. Okay.
Love. And yourself. Stay until the end for a truth that could transform your relationships forever. Ready to uncover the hidden truth? Let's dive into the psyche and begin. Deep within every man lies a force he can't always name, a pull that ties him to his mother, not just as a person, but as a symbol of love, safety, and sometimes, Suffocation. Carl Jung called this the mother complex. A hidden truth.
There is no accidents when it comes to the rude. Thank you. Us empaths, we remember.
That shapes how a son sees himself, his relationships, and the world. When a son hurts his mother through sharp words, cold distance, or outright rejection, it's not just a moment of anger, it's a battle with the shadow of his past. A war against the parts of himself he can't face. In this chapter, we'll uncover the first secret of why sons hurt their mothers, the unconscious pain of the mother complex, and how it drives a son to lash out at the woman who gave him life. Through Carl Jung's wisdom, real-life stories, and practical insights, you'll see how this hidden battle begins and how it can lead to healing. So, what is the mother complex? Imagine a tapestry woven into a man's psyche from the moment he's born. His mother isn't just a caregiver, she's an archetype. A figure Carl Jung described as the primal source of life, comfort, and dependence. She's the first person who holds him, soothes him,
Kissed his little freaking cute-ass nose and played with his little cute hairy ears. Anyway.
and shapes his sense of security. But as he grows, that same mother becomes a mirror of his vulnerabilities, his neediness, his fears, his longing for safety. For a son, this dependence can feel like a chain, especially as he tries to forge his own identity. Carl Jung taught us that the mother complex isn't just love, it's a tangle of gratitude, guilt, and rebellion. When a son hurts his mother, he's often fighting not her, but the unconscious pain of those early years, the memory of being small and powerless. Let's bring this to life with a story.
Oh my God, I wish, and I know all of us mothers feel this way, I wish we could try to reason with them over this. Like, it's okay to feel vulnerable as a man. It's okay to be sensitive as a man. You know, but you got like things like peer pressure and yeah, please, no, I'm not doing that anymore. Anyway,
Meet Mark, a 35-year-old software engineer who seems to have it all: a thriving career, a loving partner, and a sharp mind. But when it comes to his mother, Linda, something shifts. Every time she calls to check in, Mark feels a knot in his chest. Her questions: how's work? Are you eating enough? Sound like criticism to him.
I am like that though. I'm like, how you doing? What's been going on with your life? How's school? You know, just checking in, you know? But to the young man, it feels like a chain, and I had no idea. I had no idea. All your sons came to Sunday Mass with you? Oh, bless Jolene. That must be beautiful.
As if she thinks he can't handle his life. One evening,
It's not that. It's just like being a mom is like living 1,000 ways to die in your head, and you're constantly thinking, oh my God, my kid could die this way and this way and this way and this way and this way. And you can't help that protective nature.
Not if you're a good mom.
But to a young man, they look at it as a chain. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was overbearing, I guess, sometimes.
I lived through a mother
You know?
that was very like that and wanted to protect me from every bump that could ever come on my
Yeah.
head, and it's not good. It's not good. You want to protect them, but you have to let them also be free.
Yeah.
You have to.
And it's so hard to like want to detach from that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But I'm learning. It's my first time. Give me grace.
after a long day, Linda calls to invite him to a family dinner. Mark snaps. Mom, stop hovering. I'm not a kid anymore. The hurt in her voice lingers. But Mark brushes it off, telling himself she's too clingy. What Mark doesn't see is that his reaction isn't about Linda's call, it's about the mother complex stirring within him. Her love reminds him of the boy who once needed her for everything, a boy he spent years trying to leave behind. Mark's story isn't unique. Carl Jung believed that every man carries this tension, the need to honor the mother who shaped him, and the urge to break free to become his own person. When a son lashes out, he's not just rejecting his mother, he's wrestling with the shadow of his dependence. The shadow, as Carl Jung described, is the part of ourselves we hide our fears, weaknesses, and unresolved emotions. For a son, the shadow often holds the pain of feeling not enough without his mother's love.
Oh my God. You're so enough. You're so enough, and you need to believe in yourself. Even if I get mad at you, I still will always love you. That's something that ain't never gonna go away.
A pain he buries under anger or distance, hurting
Thank you, Squirrely Dan. I think he is helping me a lot. Like, all of this is helping me.
his mother becomes a way to silence that pain, to prove he's strong, independent, and free. But here's the hidden truth. Every harsh word he speaks to her is a wound he inflicts on himself. Because the mother he rejects is also a part of his soul. Why does this happen? Let's dig deeper. The mother complex isn't just personal, it's primal. Carl Jung saw the mother as an archetype that lives in the collective unconscious, a universal symbol of nurturing and creation. But archetypes are double-edged. They bring comfort and challenge. For a son, the mother archetype can feel overwhelming, like a force that threatens to swallow his individuality.
Like our last fight we had, and I wouldn't leave him alone. I was just kept nagging him. Why did you lie to me? Why did you lie to me? Why did you lie to me? And I didn't handle it very well.
You handled it way better. You handled it way better than you would have in the past because you have healed a lot.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
That's true.
You would have been self-terminating. Self-terminate.
I think he does, Shanny. This is just rebellion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think so. I agree with that.
Here's the thing. I never wanted to swallow his individuality. I always wanted him to be who he truly is.
He knew that. He knows that.
But he's pushing me away because it's like, Mom, it's my time to be free.
I think so.
I hate this emptiness. It's so hard. It's so hard. The emptiness. For all you mothers out there that's ready, the emptiness. Oh my God, you have no idea how hard it is. I have a...
Which from your mic, probably.
But... It's like, all you want is your baby in your arms, and it's like, they're like, no, don't touch me, and it's like, no, but you're my baby, please, and it's, and you get mad at them, hoping it'll persuade them, and you get sad, and you cry, and it's just like, it just feels like another burden a woman has to go through that is so fucking unfair.
If you have a son, it's unique. Yeah, because I can speak of being a son, for sure. I was an only child and very much treated Messiah-like, and you just love your mother deeply when it comes to stuff like that. You just do. So it's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough.
It's not easy, especially when you have fear of abandonment issues. Oh my God, that's so much harder.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
I just want to hold my kids. Okay, let's get through this. Sorry.
Well, Lizzie, sweet girl.
Thank you, Lizzie.
This is especially true when a mother, like Linda, struggles to let go. Her love, though well-meaning, can feel like control to a son.
That's why you keep saying that I'm controlling him, because it feels like control, but it's not control, it's just concern. God, I wish you could see it from my perspective. I don't know.
Who's desperate to define himself. A 2023 study on family dynamics found that adult sons often report feeling smothered by mothers who express care through frequent contact, triggering defensiveness or resentment. Mark's outburst wasn't about a single phone call. It was about years of feeling like he had to prove he could stand on his own. But the mother complex doesn't just drive a son to push away.
But you can stand on your own. You don't need me to stand on your own. I just want to know if you're okay. I just want to hear it from your mouth.
It can also trap him in guilt. When Mark snaps at Linda, he feels a pang of regret, but he buries it. Carl Jung called this the unconscious conflict. A son loves his mother deeply, but resents the weight of that love. He wants to be free, but her pain reminds him of his duty. This tug of war can manifest as cruelty, not because he hates her, but because he doesn't know how to express the storm inside. Hurting her becomes a twisted way to assert control, to say, I don't need you anymore. Yet, as Carl Jung found, this rebellion only deepens the wound, because no one can truly escape the archetype that shaped them.
This is what happens to your...
Oh, stop it, woman. Nobody cares. I don't care about your yoga. I can do yoga on my own. Stupid yoga freaking hoes.
Yoga hose? Holy shit.
Yoga hose.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Sorry. I'm trying to have like a palate cleanser.
Yoga hose, go.
A 2023 study on family
yoga
dynamics
hose.
found that adult sons often report feeling smothered by mothers who express care through frequent contact, trigger.
I told you I was talking to him all the time. I didn't know he was feeling smothered, though. I was trying to give him as much space as I could.
Triggering defensiveness or resentment. Mark's outburst wasn't about a single phone call. It was about years of feeling like he had to prove he could stand on his own. But the
You don't have to prove it to me. You don't have to prove anything to me. That's the problem.
mother complex doesn't just drive a son to push away. It can also trap him in guilt. When Mark snaps at Linda, he feels a pang of regret. But he buries it. Carl Jung called this the unconscious conflict. A son loves his mother deeply, but resents the weight of that love. He wants to be free. But her pain reminds him of his duty. This tug of war can manifest as
Shout out to
cruelty,
Tam Tam, the yoga hoe.
not because he hates her, but because he doesn't know how to express the storm inside.
I'm not sure.
Hurting her becomes a twisted way to assert control,
Yeah, I did.
to say, I don't need you anymore, yet. As Carl Jung found, this rebellion only deepens the wound, because no one can truly escape the archetype that shaped them. So, how does this battle begin? It starts in childhood, when a son's world revolves around his mother.
This
Her love
is repeating.
is his lifeline.
Wait.
But it also sets the stage for dependence.
I'll just let
As
it
he
play.
grows,
Sorry.
society tells him to be strong, independent, a real man. This pressure clashes with the boy, who still craves his mother's comfort.
You know what a real man is? Someone who can be whoever they desire to be. You don't have to fit into society's standards of what a man is. You can be who you truly are.
Creating a rift in his psyche. By adulthood, that rift becomes a shadow he projects onto his mother. Her every gesture, her calls, her worry, her pride becomes a trigger, a reminder of the dependence he's trying to outrun. For Mark, Linda's love feels like a spotlight on his vulnerabilities. So he pushes back, not with gratitude, but with words that hurt. Here's where healing begins to take root. The first step is awareness. For a son like Mark, recognizing the mother complex means seeing that his anger isn't just about his mother, it's about his own unconscious pain. Journaling can help, writing down what triggers his frustration and asking, what does this remind me of? For a mother like Linda, understanding the mother complex means realizing her son's rejection isn't personal, it's a sign of his inner struggle. She can start by giving him space, not out of resentment, but out of love.
You did the right thing. Do you see how this confirms, though, that you did the right thing?
Yeah.
You did give him space. There's a money element of this still in there, too. I hate to say that, but that's...
Yeah, but that could be just a form of rebellion, too, to hurt me.
Oh.
Give him, number one, give him space. You know how that hurts?
Trusting he'll return when he's ready. Carl Jung believed that facing the shadow is the path to growth. And for both mother and son, this awareness is the first spark of transformation. Let's try a practical tip if you're a son. Take a moment this week to reflect on a time you felt frustrated with your mother. Write down what she did and how it made you feel. Then ask, is this about her? Or something deeper in me if you're a mother? Notice when your son pulls away. Instead of chasing, try sending a short, loving message. I'm here when you're ready. These small steps can begin.
I just did that today. I'm here. I'm here when you're ready. It's the only thing I can do, and I hate that.
He'll come back. You get it? He will come back.
Oh.
He will. He'll be okay. It's gonna. You just keep praying, you know?
So many mothers go through this, though.
Yeah.
That's the thing, and I've had so many mothers come to me and talk to me about this.
And you're new to it.
Yeah, I'm new to it, and I don't have a mother, and I don't have an older woman in my life to talk to, so it's like, it's hard to know what to do when you don't have someone to help with that imbalance. And it's hard. It's not easy, it's hard.
For sure.
Yeah. I can't imagine how much harder it is being a mother with BPD. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
It's torture.
Evil fucking people.
Back off and change your message to I'm here for you and love you. Yeah. Thank you, Squirrely. I know.
To
Oh.
untangle the mother complex, turning pain into understanding. As we close this chapter, Ask yourself, what hidden truth in your own family bonds? Have you been avoiding the mother complex isn't just a son's battle, it's a mirror for all of us. Reflecting the love and pain we carry. Stay with us for Chapter 2, where we'll explore how a son's pain becomes a dark mirror, projected onto his mother. Drop a comment below. Have you seen the mother complex in your own life? We'd love to hear your story. When a son snaps at his mother, calling her overbearing or needy, it's easy to think he's just being cruel. But what if those words aren't really about her? Carl Jung's wisdom reveals a deeper, hidden truth. A son often hurts his mother by projecting his own unconscious pain onto her, turning her into a mirror for the shadow he can't face. In this chapter, we'll uncover the second secret of why sons hurt their mothers, the psychological mechanism of projection, and how it transforms a mother into a scapegoat for a son's inner struggles.
It's okay, I can remember pretty well. And it's on YouTube so I can watch it again.
Through Carl Jung's insights, a real life story, and practical steps, we'll explore how this dark mirror distorts the mother-son bond, and how both can begin to break free toward healing. So, what is projection? Carl Jung described it as a defense mechanism where we cast our unwanted feelings, fear, shame, anger onto someone else, blaming them for what we can't accept in ourselves. The shadow, that hidden part of our psyche filled with traits we reject.
And as a mom, you just want to comfort them over this. like, just comfort you. No, you're killing my independence.
Drives this process. For a son, his mother becomes the perfect target for projection because she's so close, so familiar, and so tied to his deepest emotions, her love, her worry. Even her pride can trigger his shadow, reminding him of vulnerabilities he's desperate to bury. When he lashes out, he's not seeing his mother as she is. He's seeing a distorted reflection of his own unconscious pain. This is the hidden truth Carl Jung uncovered. Hurting his mother is often a son's attempt to silence the parts of himself he can't bear. Let's see this in action through a story. Meet John, a 28-year-old graphic designer with a quick wit and a promising career. To his friends, he's confident and carefree. But with his mother, Sarah, he's a different person. Sarah's frequent texts, "Did you get that promotion?" or "Be careful driving," spark irritation in John. One Sunday, when Sarah asks about his weekend plans during a family brunch,
That's
John
a
rolls
little
his
too
eyes
needy,
and snaps.
Sarah.
Why
You
do you always
gotta
have to know
back off a
everything?
little bit.
You're so controlling.
I ain't like that, where I'm like constantly texting. Unless I'm pissed off, and then there's that pattern, and I have to cut that. I have to change that. Huh. This is hard.
The table falls silent, and Sarah's face crumples. John feels a twinge of guilt but doubles down, telling himself she's too intrusive. What John doesn't realize is that his outburst isn't about Sarah's question, it's about his own shadow, projected onto her. John's reaction is a classic case of projection. He calls Sarah controlling, but deep down, he's the one struggling with control over his career, his relationships, his life. A 2023 study on family dynamics found that 65% of adult sons report feeling judged by their mothers, but often, this perception stems from their own insecurities. John's fear of failing at work, of not living up to his potential, is too heavy to face. So, he projects it onto Sarah, blaming her for making him feel small. Her questions, meant as love, become triggers because they echo his inner doubts. Am I good enough? In Carl Jung's words, everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. Sarah's care becomes a dark mirror, reflecting John's unconscious pain, and he shatters it with words that hurt. Why does projection happen? It's rooted in the shadow, the part of us we push away. For a son, the shadow often holds emotions. Society tells him to reject
Hi, Sweaty Patrol, how are you?
vulnerability, neediness, fear. Growing up, John was taught to be strong, independent, a real man.
And I taught him that.
Admitting he's stressed about work or lonely after a breakup feels like weakness. So, when Sarah's love shines a light on those feelings, her worry reminding him of his stress, her care echoing his loneliness, he pushes back. Projection is his shield, a way to keep his shadow hidden. By calling Sarah needy, he's really saying, I can't face my own neediness. By accusing her of control, he's avoiding his own lack of control. This is the tragedy of the mother-son bond.
Oh my god, that explains it, why he was like, can I come live with you? And then he changed his mind so quickly. He realized he was being needy toward me. And he was like, no, I gotta be a man. I can't be in my... Wow.
Watermelon.
The person he loves most becomes the canvas for his deepest fears. But projection isn't just a son's burden. Mothers can amplify it, often without knowing. Sarah loves John fiercely, but her constant check-ins stem from her own shadow, fear of losing him.
Me? I can't help my nature.
can't. Okay, gotcha, Sweaty Patrol. We'll look for that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Anxiety about his future. Carl Jung noted that mothers sometimes cling to their sons, projecting their own unmet needs onto them. Sarah's texts.
Have you ever wanted to see your home from space? With this free satellite Earth map?
No. I don't care. Go away. I'm listening to Carl Jung.
Moving. Feel like pressure to John, as if she doubts his ability to thrive. This creates a vicious cycle. Her worry triggers his projection, and his rejection fuels her fear. A 2024 study on parent-child relationships showed that over-involvement from parents can increase conflict by 50% in adult children, especially sons. Both John and Sarah are caught in this dark mirror, each reflecting the other's unconscious pain. Let's look at another angle. Projection often peaks when a mother shows vulnerability when she's sick, aging, or in need. Imagine Sarah, now struggling with health issues, asking John for help with errands. Instead of stepping up, John snaps. Why can't you figure it out? His cruelty isn't about her request. It's about what her vulnerability mirrors his own fear of weakness, of mortality. Carl Jung called this...
Maybe it's that too. He knows I'm sick.
Yeah. That's difficult.
Yeah, I'm not going to take disrespect like that, Rebecca. Go away. Don't talk to people like that. So rude.
The shadows revenge when we reject our flaws. They return in destructive ways. John's projection protects his ego but deepens the rift in their mother-son bond, leaving both wounded. So, how do we break this cycle? The first step is awareness. For a son like John, recognizing projection means pausing when he feels triggered. Try this next time. Your mother irritates you. Ask, what am I really upset about? Is this about her? Or me? Journaling can help uncover the shadow behind your reaction. For example, John might write, Sarah's texts make me feel like a failure, and realize he's projecting his work stress onto her. A 2022 study on mindfulness found that self-reflection reduces conflict in relationships by 30%. For a mother like Sarah, awareness means noticing when her actions stem from fear. Instead of texting John daily, she could try waiting for him to reach out, giving him space to feel trusted. Carl Jung believed that facing the shadow is the path to healing, and these small steps can dim the dark mirror. Here's a practical tip for 1 week. Track your interactions with your mother or son. If you're a son, note, when you feel criticized, then ask, what's this triggering in me? If you're a mother, notice when you're tempted to fix your son's life. Instead, send a simple, I'm proud of you. These shifts can weaken projection, fostering.
I do always say I'm proud of him, but not lately. I've been so mad at him. No, I know. But before this, every time I talked to him, I was saying how proud I am of him. Until he disappointed me for the first time.
Understanding. For John, apologizing to Sarah after their brunch. Mom, I was stressed. I didn't mean it could spark a new conversation. For Sarah, setting a boundary, I'll call once a week, unless it's urgent, could ease John's defensiveness. This chapter isn't just about blame, it's about seeing the hidden truth in our pain. Projection turns love into a battlefield. But Carl Jung's wisdom shows us how to lay down our weapons. By facing the shadow, we can transform the mother-son bond from hurt to healing. As we wrap up, ask yourself, what unconscious pain have you projected onto someone you love? In Chapter 3, we'll explore how a son's struggle to break free creates pain, and how to find freedom together. Drop a comment below. Have you ever projected your pain onto someone else? We're here to listen. Every son faces a moment when he must step out from his mother's shadow to become his own man. It's a journey Carl Jung called individuation, the process of forging a unique identity, separate from the one who gave him life. But this journey isn't always gentle. When a son hurts his mother, it's often a cry from this struggle, a desperate attempt to break free that leaves pain in its wake. In this chapter, we uncover the third hidden truth of the mother-son bond, the unconscious pain of individuation, and how it can lead a son to push his mother away, not out of hatred, but out of a need to grow. Through Carl Jung's wisdom, a real-life story, and practical steps, we'll explore why this process hurts, and how both mother and son can find freedom through healing. So, what is individuation? Carl Jung described it as the path to becoming your true self, a journey that requires separating from the parents who shaped you. For a son, this means stepping away from his mother's influence, the woman who was once his entire world. It's not about rejecting her love, but about claiming his own space, his own voice. Yet, this separation can feel like a battle. The mother-son bond.
Ooh,
It is a battle.
but it's not.
Yeah.
wow, that's powerful. It feels like a battle, but it's not. It's him separating because he has to, because he's a male. His way of dealing with this is to do the no contact. That's his way of dealing with becoming a man.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at it this way, it's totally different.
Yeah.
Totally different. But also, we have to insert the fact that there was money involved. But that's something an 18-year-old would do. And one especially that's going to be leaving that home soon.
Yeah.
So there you go. You put it all together and there's grace. You could see the grace. You know, Jesus would say, yeah, you made a bad choice, but I could forgive it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
That's Jesus.
Built on years of closeness, becomes a paradox. A son craves independence but fears losing the safety of his mother's love. When he hurts her through silence, arguments, or distance, it's often his clumsy attempt to carve out that independence. Carl Jung warned that individuation is never easy. It's a rite of passage that can wound both sides if not navigated with care. Let's see this through a story. Meet David, a 30-year-old journalist who left his small hometown for a bustling city to chase his dream of writing for a major publication. His mother, Ellen, was his biggest cheerleader, always proud of his ambition. But as David built his new life, Ellen's calls and visits began to feel like anchors. "When are you coming home?" she'd ask, her voice tinged with hope. David, overwhelmed by his demanding job, would respond curtly, "Mom, I'm busy. I'll call when I can." Over time, his responses grew colder, and Ellen felt abandoned, her pride turning to hurt. One day, after Ellen sent a care package, David snapped, "I don't need this stuff. Mom, I'm fine on my own." Ellen's silence on the phone broke his heart, but he didn't know how to fix it. David wasn't angry at Ellen. He was wrestling with the unconscious pain of individuation, trying to prove he could stand alone. David's story reflects a universal struggle. Carl Jung believed that individuation is essential for psychological growth, but it often feels like betrayal to a mother. When a son pulls away, he's not just seeking freedom, he's confronting the shadow of his childhood dependence. A 2023 study on family dynamics found that 70% of adult sons experience tension with their mothers during major life transitions, like moving away or starting a career. For David, Ellen's love was a reminder of the boy who needed her approval for every step to become his own man. He felt he had to push her away, but his sharp words were less about her and more about his fear. What if I can't make it on my own? This is the hidden truth of individuation. The pain of growing up often spills onto those we love most. Why does this process hurt so much? Because the mother-son bond is primal. From birth, a mother is a son's first connection to the world, her love shaping his sense of self. But as he grows, society pressures him to be independent, strong, untethered. This clash creates a rift. A son like David wants to honor his mother, but feels trapped by her expectations, real or imagined. Ellen's care packages, meant as love, felt to David like a subtle message. "You still need me." His rejection wasn't hatred, it was a cry for autonomy, a way to silence the unconscious pain of feeling tethered to his past. Carl Jung noted that this struggle is part of the collective unconscious, where the mother archetype looms large, both nurturing and overwhelming. Breaking free requires a son to face this archetype, but without guidance, he may hurt the very person he's trying to honor. Mothers, too, play a role in this pain. Ellen loves David deeply, but her frequent calls stem from her own shadow, fear of losing her role as his protector. Carl Jung observed that mothers often
Jesus Christ, Matt. Okay. Sorry. I was being nice. And I didn't call CPS, but I don't have to explain myself to you. Have a nice day.
struggle to let go, especially when their identity is tied to motherhood. Ellen's questions, though loving, felt like pressure to David, as if she doubted his ability to thrive. This dynamic creates a cycle. A son's push for independence wounds the mother, and her hurt pushes him further away. A 2024 study on parent-child relationships found that mothers who cling to their adult sons through frequent contact or unsolicited advice unintentionally increase conflict by 45%. Both David and Ellen are caught in this dance of individuation, each amplifying the other's unconscious pain. How does this pain manifest? It's not always loud arguments. Sometimes, it's silence, unanswered texts, missed visits, or curt replies. For David, ignoring Ellen's calls was easier than facing the guilt of pulling away. But this silence hurt Ellen more than words could, leaving her feeling rejected. Carl Jung called this the shadow's silent rebellion, a son's attempt to assert independence without knowing how to do it kindly. The tragedy is that both sides suffer. David feels trapped by guilt, and Ellen feels unloved. Yet, this pain holds the seed of healing. If both can face the hidden truth, so, how do we navigate individuation without hurt? For a son, it starts with conscious separation. David could try communicating his needs clearly, Mom, I love you, but I need space to figure things out. This isn't
That's all that needed to be said.
I would have liked that.
rejection, it's honesty. Journaling can help him uncover what drives his frustration. Asking, am I pushing her away to prove something to myself? For a mother like Ellen, it's about embracing her son's growth, instead of frequent calls. She could write a letter. I'm so proud of the man you're becoming. I'm here when you need me. This gives David freedom while reinforcing love. A 2022 study on family communication showed that clear, empathetic dialogue reduces tension in parent-child relationships by 35%. These steps turn individuation from a battle into a bridge. Here's a practical tip. If you're a son, try setting one clear boundary this week, like asking for a weekly call instead of daily texts, and express gratitude when you do. Thanks for checking in. Mom, if you're a mother, practice letting go with love. Send a short, supportive message without expecting a reply. Notice how these small acts shift the mother-son bond. For David, a simple text. Sorry for snapping. Mom, I'm just figuring things out. Could open a new door. For Ellen, waiting for David to initiate contact could show trust in his journey. As we close this chapter, ask yourself, where in your life have you struggled to break free? And how has it affected those you love? The pain of individuation is real, but Carl Jung's wisdom shows us it's also a path to growth. By facing this hidden truth, we can transform the mother-son bond from hurt to healing. Stay with us for chapter 4, where we'll explore how
His method is it seems like the morally righteous method.
I think so. 100%.
But it's so fucking painful. You know,
Believe it or not, I skipped this step in my journey with my mom. I never had that period of rebellion other than what I told you about, which was getting a fucking nose ring. You know? My rebellion was very benign, you know? So I skipped this.
yeah, but circumstances are different.
Completely, yeah.
to heal this bond through love and respect. Drop a comment. How do you balance closeness and independence with family? We're here to listen. The pain between a mother and son, sharp words, cold silences, or unspoken guilt can feel like an unbridgeable chasm. But what if this pain is not the end, but a beginning? Carl Jung believed that the deepest wounds in our relationships hold the greatest potential for healing. In this final chapter, we uncover the fourth hidden truth of the mother-son bond by facing the unconscious pain of the mother complex, shadow, and individuation. Both mother and son can transform hurt into a path of love and respect. Through Carl Jung's wisdom, a real-life story, and practical steps, we'll explore how to mend this sacred bond, turning the dark mirror of conflict into a bridge of understanding and healing. So, how do we heal a bond that's been broken? Carl Jung taught that healing begins with awareness, seeing the shadow, and owning the unconscious pain that fuels conflict. For a son, this means recognizing that his hurtful words or distance often stem from his struggle with dependence, fear, or shame projected onto his mother. For a mother, it means understanding that her son's rejection isn't always personal, it's part of his journey to become his own person. This mutual awareness, rooted in Carl Jung's concept of individuation, allows both to step out of the cycle of blame and into a space of empathy. It's not about erasing the past, but about rewriting the future, where love is expressed through respect, not sacrifice, and independence is balanced with connection. Let's bring this to life with a story. Meet Susan, a 55-year-old teacher, and her son Tom, a 32-year-old architect. For years, their relationship was strained. Tom, focused on building his career, often brushed off Susan's calls, saying, "Mum, I'm too busy for this." Susan, hurt by his distance, would double down, sending long texts about her worries or showing up unannounced at his apartment. One day, after Tom snapped, "You're suffocating me, Mom," during a heated argument, Susan broke down, feeling like she'd failed as a mother. But instead of retreating, Susan decided to try something new. Inspired by a book on Jungian psychology, she wrote Tom, "A letter. I love you, and I see how hard you're working. I want to support you, not hold you back. Let's talk when you're ready." To her surprise, Tom responded, and they began a slow, honest conversation that changed everything. Susan and Tom's story shows the power of healing through awareness. Tom realized his sharp words came from stress and a fear of being tied down by his mother's love. A reflection of his shadow, Susan saw that her constant reaching out was driven by her own unconscious pain, fear of losing her role as his mother. Carl Jung's concept of individuation helped them both. Tom needed space to grow into his own man, while Susan needed to redefine herself beyond motherhood. Their breakthrough came not from
That's so hard for a woman, is to break out of that. To find like a new role outside of motherhood when you've been a mother for so long.
Your new role is being happy. The angels told you.
I know.
You know?
I know.
That's it. Because you put the hard work in already to raising a child.
Lizzie, my baby girl.
Do you get what I mean? You did it well.
Yeah.
Now you got to just let go and let him develop. And then he'll come back a good man again. Because you gave him all the tools to be a good man.
I did.
See?
I did.
He'll be back. That's what the cop said to you. Just let him go and he'll come back.
Yeah.
You got to let him go. And he will come
Yeah.
back. He was right. That's it. Like the cops are always right here. They're like, go away from the internet for a year.
Are you guys so blind to psychology, you trolls out there, that you can't see the fucking tears in my eyes just flowing? Narcissists don't cry like this. Okay? A narcissist wouldn't cry for the loss of their son.
No, they wouldn't.
You guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about.
Grand gestures, but from small, intentional steps, honest communication, setting boundaries, and forgiving past hurts. A 2023 study on family reconciliation found that 80% of parent-child conflicts improve when both parties engage in empathetic dialogue.
Which,
Monday.com.
I don't know why I switched to this, but I could say me and William are very good at empathetic dialogue with each other.
Watermelon.
So,
You need to stop. Please. You're violating my personal space, girl.
The opposite of any.
the lose of control is what drives me to tears. No, you weirdo. It's my son, you psycho. It's my son. You invalidated, cruel woman.
Any work platform you tried in the past. You tried other work management platforms, not naming names.
Proving that healing is
Trust me, it's not about control. It's about love. Your narrative won't stick into my heart. I know where my heart is.
possible when we face the hidden truth. How do we start this journey? For a son, healing begins with owning his shadow. Instead of blaming his mother for controlling or needy behavior,
Oh, I was just called controlling, wasn't I? Controlling or blaming the son, blaming their mother for controlling or needy behavior.
he can ask, what am I really reacting to? Journaling is a powerful tool. Write down a moment when you hurt your mother and explore what triggered it. Was it fear of failure? Shame about needing her for Tom? Writing revealed that his stress about work made him see Susan's care as judgment. This awareness allowed him to apologize, Mom. I was overwhelmed. I didn't mean to hurt you. For a mother, healing means letting go with love. Susan learned to set boundaries, like calling Tom once a week instead of daily, and focusing on her own passions, like joining a book club. This gave Tom space to miss her, not resent her. Carl Jung believed that true individuation honors both connection and autonomy, and these steps embody that balance. But healing isn't just about words, it's about actions. For a son, a small gesture like a heartfelt, "Thank you, Mom," for always being there can shift the dynamic. For a mother, respecting a son's boundaries, like waiting for him to initiate contact, shows trust in his growth. These acts build mutual respect, the cornerstone of a healthy mother-son bond. A 2024 study on family therapy showed that consistent, small acts of empathy, like active listening or expressing gratitude, reduce conflict by 50%. Susan and Tom found this when they started having monthly dinners, where they listened without judgment, sharing stories of their lives. Over time, Tom's distance softened, and Susan's fear faded, replaced by a bond rooted in love and respect. What about deeper wounds? Sometimes the unconscious pain runs so deep, years of arguments, unresolved guilt, that simple steps aren't enough. Carl Jung suggested confronting the shadow through creative outlets or professional help. For sons, therapy or counseling can uncover the roots of their anger, helping them express love without fear. For mothers, exploring their identity outside motherhood, like pursuing hobbies or friendships, can rebuild self-worth. Susan joined a Jungian study group, which helped her see her role as a mother as one part of her life, not her entire identity. Tom, meanwhile, worked with a therapist to face his fear of vulnerability, learning to say, "I need space, but I love you." These steps, though challenging, transform pain into growth. Here's a practical tip. Try a healing letter exercise this week. If you're a son, write to your mother. You don't have to send it about a time you hurt her. What you were feeling, and what you wish you'd said. If you're a mother, write to your son about your love for him, and your hope for a stronger bond. Read it aloud to yourself, noticing what emotions arise. This exercise, inspired by Carl Jung's work on self-reflection, can reveal the hidden truth behind your pain. For Susan and Tom, their letter exchange opened a door to honest talks, proving that vulnerability is the key to healing. Even if you're not ready to share, writing can shift your perspective, softening the dark mirror of conflict. This chapter isn't just about mothers and sons, it's about all of us. The mother-son bond reflects the universal struggle to love without losing ourselves. Carl Jung's wisdom shows that healing comes from faith.
Oh, Sweaty Patrol, they want to tell you all the dark, horrible things I've done in life, blah, 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 blah. Because I've been on the internet for so long and I've done stupid shit like everyone else does. But I'm never forgiven for it.
Facing our shadow, owning our unconscious pain, and choosing respect over resentment. By taking these steps, we can transform hurt into a deeper connection, not just with family, but with ourselves. As we close, ask yourself, what's one small step you can take to heal a bond in your life? Stay with us for the outro, where we'll tie together these truths and inspire you to embrace healing in your mother-son bond. And there you have it, the 4 profound secrets behind why sons hurt their mothers, illuminated by Carl Jung's timeless wisdom, from the mother complex that ties a son to his past, to the shadow he projects onto her, to the painful struggle of individuation, and finally, to the path of healing through love and respect. These hidden truths reveal the complexity of the mother-son bond. This journey isn't just about pain, it's about the potential for transformation. When a son lashes out, or a mother feels rejected, it's not the end. It's a call to face the unconscious pain within and build a bond stronger than ever. Carl Jung taught us that the deepest wounds hold the greatest treasures, and by confronting our shadow, we can turn hurt into understanding, resentment into respect. So, what's your next step? Take a moment to reflect. What hidden truth in your own relationships have you uncovered today? Maybe it's a conversation you've been avoiding with your mother or son, or a moment of pain you're ready to heal. Start small, write a letter, share a kind word, or simply listen with an open heart. These acts of courage can spark healing in ways you never imagined. At Jung Psyche Hub, we're here to guide you through the psyche's depths. So, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell to never miss a journey into self-discovery. Drop a
I think that's the correct. Because I've been searching for answers on why. Yeah. And it hurts like hell. It really does. But I understand. Now I understand. So, William, if you're listening to this, when you're ready, I'm here. Because I don't want to let you go. My heart won't let me. But when you're ready, I'm here. Because I do love you. Alright. Peace and Maranatha, guys. To all the mothers out there, stay strong. We gotta, make a, support group or something. Because this is hard shit for people. Especially those who don't have parents and don't know how to do this stuff. Still learning. So, peace and Maranatha, guys. Have a nice day.
We have babies.
Good babies.